to this. Okay, brilliant, guys. So on today's call, I will be covering a lot of very important information. Okay. Now, before we jump on, I want you guys to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything which is shared on this call is not a financial advice. This is all completely for educational purposes. Whatever you do in your life, any investment you do, you always want to do your research. You always want to do your due diligence before you invest anything, and never, ever, ever invest anything that you cannot afford to lose. Okay. So, today's call, I want to start by explaining to you guys the concept. Okay. Because many people have this understanding that trading is just like it's like just a dream which can come true at any time, right? It's something that you have to work hard towards. You have to really put your effort in. That's when this dream comes true. Okay. In today's era on social media, there's a persuasive misconception that this is like it's always profitable. There's not any time when there's going to be any loss or anything which can go against you. And many individuals think that like this is like a magical strategy. Okay, that's not the reality. Okay, everyone thinks that there's 100% success rate. There's no way that anything can be like anything can be a drawback or anything like that. No, in reality, the corrections in this industry is all for all the traders, not just for me. Any trader that you guys can see is anywhere from 30% to 70%. Okay, it's impossible to achieve 100% success rate because like in true essence, trading lies in effective navigating within like 30 to 70% range. Okay, like there's always a risk involved. Okay, there's always market manipulation that can happen. There's always many things that can happen, which can like affect the win ratio. But at the same time, having 30 to 70% of win ratio is absolutely amazing. I'll tell you that. You can go and do your research, you can check whatever you want. I am not a soft trader who will sit here and like say that I'm the best. I'm not gonna say that. But I will say you this. You can go and test it out. You can check other channels. I do not have a problem. You will see for yourself how we are and how others are. Okay? We have a great service. I believe so because every time I've spoken to a lot of you, many of you have said the same thing. Like everyone who's bought the boat when we jumped on a call, I had the same feedback that yes, Kay, I was in so many other channels, but since I've joined you, I've understood like how crazy and better it is. So if when you see a 70, 80, 90% win ratio, which is what we had last week, by the way, we only had one stop loss, or I believe two, Thursday and Friday, but the Friday one then went in our favor. So we had two stop losses in the entire week. And the second stop loss, we recovered it straight away. So we had about 94% win ratio last week only. That in itself is a great example of how trading is. But when you have a 30 to 70% win ratio, even that is amazing. Do not expect, even when you're trading yourself, do not expect a 100% success rate. You will have some losses, and it's okay. It's part of the game. It's very normal. Okay. The second thing, risk mitigation. I'm going to read what I've written here so that you guys understand it. And what I'm going to read it really slowly. And while I'm reading it, you can read it as well. If you prioritize strong defense to avoid significant losses, your winnings will naturally take care of themselves. Remember that. Hence why every time, let's say a zone of entry is given, okay, and you guys have probably noticed that when let's say we're looking for a gold buy, yeah, and the area to buy is 29.10 to 29.12, and the first initial entry is 29.11.5, and the market has then gone down to 29.10, and we've of course used the zone and we've layered. Then I always say when the market's turned and it's gone back to 11.5, close your higher entries. Why? Because if the stop loss is hit from 11.5, it will be a 70, 80 pip stop loss. But if it's hit from 10, 29.10, that is about 50 pips stop loss, which means we are avoiding, like we are prioritizing strong defense. We're reducing our losses. Okay. Large losses typically stem from attempting to maximize gains by taking an excessive risk. A lot of us like to get rich quick overnight. That's just not possible. You have to follow a structure. Now, if you haven't If you don't know how to have a structure, how to have a plan, and you haven't seen the last Sunday's call, or no, not the last Sunday, the Sunday before's last Sunday's call, where I explained to you all how to set a plan, how to make everything work for yourself, go watch that on the YouTube channel. I will be sharing this link in the Telegram channel. On that same YouTube channel, you can see the other video as well. Risk mitigation stands out as the paramount topic among all forex trading discussions. Okay, I firmly believe that one could be thoroughly educated on profiting in forex market, yet still fail if the principle of risk mitigation are overlooked. You have to you have to prioritize risk mitigation. Even the most skilled profitable traders can lose. Okay, everything without proper risk management will have has a lot more risk, which is like a lot more than what you go in the market with. You might have in your mind like, okay, today I'm only going to risk 1%, but then if you fall off the wagon and you're risking 10%, then that's like you've just thrown the plan off the in the bin. It's finished. So you have to understand that and you have to follow that. Okay. Many traders fantasize that every day is going to be profitable and it's just going to be successful and every trade is just going to go in the favor. But that's not the reality. There might be some trades which can go into a loss, which is very normal. It's part of the process. A loss needs to be controlled, small, and it should occur less than the wins. Okay, we should have more wins and less losses. That's what we want, and that's I think what we have in our community. And a successful trader will win both larger and more frequently than their losses. And the losses are accepted. It's okay. When you have a trading strategy, you can look into it and you can understand that winning is okay. Winning is a lot more better than losing because if you've had one loss and you're winning 5 days in a row, that's amazing. The mantra: cut your losses short and let your winners ride. Many of you, when the trade is going against you, you go heavy. You're investing more, 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 more. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a plan and you just have to follow that. And just like how you okay, I wanna see in the chat box how many of you have moved your stop loss further or removed it when a trade is going against you. Type a one in the chat box if you've been through that. Just type a one. Ah, here you go. See, so many of you have done that. I've done it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've never done it. No, I have. There were so many times when I was like, this trade is definitely turning. I can bet on it. I'm guaranteed. No. Like, you can't be holding on to a losing trade. You can't be speculating that this investment's gonna adopt to however I want it and it's gonna come back. It doesn't work like that. If it's gone against you, it's gone against you. It's okay, let it go. Because there's going to be another trade. And if you have a loss, that's okay, right? But when you've blown the account, that's not fine. Because you can recover from a loss, but you can't recover from a blown account. Do you understand? So learning how to manage your loss in Forex is equally, if not more important than learning to generate profits. Okay? This is very important for you all to understand. The worst mindset to have after a losing trade. After I've said all of this, I want to see the chat and I want to see how many of you have done one of these things, or maybe all of them. Okay. Even more successful trade. I myself have encountered these four sentiments following a loss. Because, as I said, in the past, I was not as good as how I am right now. I was never having 94% win ratio. I used to lose a lot when I was trading on my own, right? Each mindset, like every time when we go through something, go through these emotions, yeah, these sentiments, which I'm going to talk about now. I'll make it back in one trade. I want to see how many of you, after I've read all of this, I want to see in the chat box how many of you have gone through either one of them. Even if you execute according to a proven profitable strategy or technique, you may still encounter a loss. That's simply how the markets operate. Avoid making absurd justification on attempting a shift blame. If you followed your strategy and made a trade that didn't go or plan out as it should have, it's not your fault. If your statistics are sound, you can see for yourself that repeating that same behavior will yield profits in the long run. So stick to your plan. Even a good setup won't win 100% of time. I've been through it. You guys have seen it. Like the same setup, the same move that we try one day, it doesn't go in our favor on the same day, but the next day it will. That's very normal. Okay. Now the second thing, my winning strategy doesn't work anymore. I quit. If you find yourself in a negative mental state after losing a trade, or you struggle to cope with losses, consider reducing your risk per trade. A few lost trades shouldn't deter for you to pursuing trade setups with high probability success. Okay, you don't wanna just throw everything off the wagon and just like go do completely against what you plan, right? And the third one, a trade chaser. A trade, the trade must be going the other way. I'll just buy and sell in the opposite direction. I want to see in the chat box how many of you have experienced either one of them. Oh my God, here we go. That's what I mean. All of us. I can see the comments, guys. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we've all been through this, but this is what you don't want to have. You want to overcome this. Okay. This is part of the plan. This is part of the journey, right? You cannot expect every day to be sunny, especially if you live in London, right? I'm just joking, guys, but you cannot expect every day to be sunny. There might be a rain, there might be a storm, and it's okay, right? Now, the technique that helps me. I've said this over and over again, and I'll say it again that layering helps me a lot. Now, this is a strategy which I have figured out for myself. Remember, guys, every person is different, every person's mindset is different, every person's technique is different. My technique might not work for yourself, or my technique might work for you. You have to try it out. But for me, my technique is layering. What is layering? Layering in forex trading refers to a practice of adding multiple positions at different price levels. Traders place new orders or layers above or below their initial position, just as said every time a zone is given. If you've taken initial entry, if you've bought it, you buy it below again when it's had a pullback, and if it's gone above in a sell, you sell again. Rather than placing all their orders at once, this strategy helps manage risk and allows traders to capitalize on price movements by building a position gradually as market trends in their favor. However, this is very important, yeah? However, it requires careful risk management to avoid large losses if the market moves against the trader. Now, when you're layering, it doesn't mean that you what you risk 1% on one trade, then 2% on the second, 3% on the third, and by the time you've done the 10th trade, you're risking 10% of the account. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to decide before the start of the day, okay, I'm going to be risking 2% or 3%. Okay. And then based off of that, you're going to be putting the trades up. Okay. You have to divide trades based off of that risk percentage and then add the trades. That's how you need to do it. Now, how can you effectively layer while trading? The best and most effective way of layering in forex trading involves a strategy that carefully balances risk and reward while ensuring that each layer of position is placed with purpose. Okay, here's a step-by-step approach. Determine your entry point. Start by identifying a strong market trend, which I do for you, and use the zone which is given in our channel. Okay, I give you guys the trend and a zone is given, utilize the zone. Second, establish proper position sizing. Use a small position size for each layer to manage risk. You have to understand how much are you planning to risk on each trade, then divide it into how many layers do you want to do. This way, if a market moves against you, the impact of each additional layer is limited. Ensure that total exposure, all positions combined, doesn't exceed your risk tolerance. Okay. Third, layering orders gradually. As the market moves in your favor, place additional orders at different price levels in the zone. Whatever the zone's given to you, follow that. Each new order should be placed with a specific strategy in mind. You have to understand, do you want to strategize 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades, and you have to follow that. Set a stop loss and take profit levels. For each layer, set an appropriate stop loss to protect your capital. Guys, a stop loss means stop loss, okay? Stopping your loss. It doesn't mean remove the loss and just stop the account. A stop loss is stop your loss. A trailing stop loss can help lock in profits as the market moves in your favor, okay? You should always keep moving your stop loss, keep protecting your what your profits are. Set take profit targets as what's sent in the channel to maximize profits and do the same for stop loss. Stop loss. Wherever the positions are given, these zones are for a reason. Always place them in. Okay. Monitor and adjust. Continuously monitor the trades. If the market moves against you, Consider reducing your layers or closing some positions. I do that, guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed, sometimes when the trade's gone against us or not in our favor, I start closing some of my trades because I'm happy to like have a loss there and then of like 100, 200, 300,000, then it to keep going to the stop loss and blow like 5, 6,000 loss. I would rather want to reduce my loss than maximize it. If the market continues in your favor, adjust your stop loss to break even or use trailing stop loss to lock in profits. Now, the trailing stop loss, you can either do it manually, of course, with the bot. We've got a trailing stop loss itself. The bot that we have, GTK bot, it trails the stop loss as the move as the trade runs in our favor. Now, that's something which is highly important when you're trading. Okay, when you're seeing a trade run in profit, you can keep trailing the stop loss 10 pips, 10 pips again, 10 pips again. Keep reducing your loss. Okay, avoid over layering. Only layer up to a point where the risk remains manageable. Over layering can lead to overexposure, making it difficult to recover from significant drawdowns. By following these steps, layering can be an effective way of building a position gradually and manage risk in a dynamic market. The key is discipline, good risk management, and making informed decisions and each additional layer. Okay, this was all which is very, very, very important for everyone. Okay, this is what's helped me become what I've become. Oops. So this is what's helped me become what I've become. I'm going to show you guys how and what we can expect for this coming week. But this is what, if it all made sense, guys, I want you guys to type a one in the chat box. Did it all make sense? A lot of you are brand new to this. A lot of you have been in this for such a long time. But these minor things are what's going to help you on your journey. Okay? Remember that. Like these things are what's going to make you a better version. Okay? Because remember, guys, Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay? Just remember that. Do not expect for it to be done for yourself overnight. It's just not going to happen, right? It didn't happen for me. In the beginning, like, of course, I would love to have a trader like me doing everything that I'm doing. I I wish I ever had it. No one does these Sunday calls. Yeah, no one be providing all these very important points in the Telegram channel. No one like guides you step by step. That guys follow risk management, etc., etc. Many traders don't do that, and I wish I had a GTK. I wish I had Gold Trader K when I was where you guys are 6, 7 years ago, right? Now, so that was all about education, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen so that we, sorry,